ICRC Sports tonight. We're at the Owl's Nest at Mount Healthy High School for Southwest Ohio Conference basketball, girls basketball, between the Mount Healthy Owls and the Harrison Wildcats. Hello, I am Bill Bretz. Glad you have joined us here tonight. And it's interesting because where we're set up right now, we're right next to the pep band of Mount Healthy, and Mount Healthy does have a good band, I must say. But anyway, you'll be hearing them quite a bit tonight when we're on the air here. But many of you know that the SWAC conference is down to 4 schools now, so you're seeing half of the schools of the conference tonight, the other 2 being Talawanda and Northwest. Ross and Edgewood, they moved on to the Southwest Buckeye League. That's a 12-team league made up of schools basically Butler, Warren, Preble, and Montgomery County. So that puts a really pressure on the ADs now in this league on scheduling because they have to schedule more long non-league games. Not a problem tonight, though. These 2 teams are league teams. The last 8 times Mount Healthy and Harrison girls have met in basketball, 6 of those games have been decided by 4 points or less. The last 10 times, they're even, 5 wins apiece. So it should be a good one tonight. Got 2 star players on both teams. LaDeja Carter for Mount Healthy, Allie Robinson for Harrison. And unfortunately, they're going opposite directions right now. LaDeja Carter is coming off of her career game, best game ever. They did lose to Middletown the other day, but she came out with 31 points in that game. Allie Robertson, though, has suffered some injuries, and she has started off the season with a 32-point game. Got hurt the 3rd game of the season. She will be playing tonight. Another player for Mount Healthy, Natalie Yelling. She's a senior, and she's been a starter, second leading scorer. She's had some injuries, too. She will not be starting, but Coach Greg Morris said we probably will be seeing her sometime during the game tonight. Should be a good one. We will be right back with the team introductions and tonight's tip-off for the action. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
911, where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
All right, Bill Brentz, welcome back here, and you're seeing the Harrison Wildcats being introduced here tonight. Glad you have joined us here. I understand we're live stream. We're live on TV tonight, so hope you will enjoy the game tonight. So for Harrison, they are coached by Troy Connett. He is in his 8th year. Wildcats come in 5-0, and overall 1-0 in the league. Maggie Sider is a junior. She's 5'8". Points, 1.8 on rebounds. She'll be starting. Allie Robinson, 19-8 a game, 12.5 rebounds, first in the league in both those. She is a junior. Abby Smith, 8.2 a game, 4 rebounds. She is a sophomore. Also, Shelly Pietmeyer is 8.2 a game, 6'6", a junior. And then Allie Kiefer, 5.8 again, 3.8 rebounds. She is a senior. Mount Healthy Owls, they are coached by Greg Moore in his 11th year there. They are starting LaDeja Carter, 17.1 a game, coming off, as we said, her best career game of 31 points. She's second in the league, 2.6 rebounds. She is a senior. Kaylee Moore is a freshman, 2-point a game, 3.8 rebounds. She'll be starting. Marzira Hunter, she is 1.5 a game, 2.7 rebounds, and she'll be also starting. She's a senior. And Maya Marie Bracey, a junior, number 22, and Myzira Hunter. She is 6'6 a game, 11.6 rebounds, second in the league. She's a sophomore. Our officials tonight, Rob Wolf, Scott Evans, Dan Dalton. We're ready to tip it off here tonight. And the Owls' Nest. And the tip will go to the Wildcats. And that's 23 looking into, and that's Shelly Pietmeyer looking in quickly to Allie Robinson, and she got the first 2 points very quickly. And she got an injury in the Wyoming game and has a brace on her right wrist. Did not have a good game the other night at Monroe, but is playing tonight. She did have 18 rebounds in that game, only 9 points. It's only the second time in her career she's been in single digits. And she's got her first rebound there tonight as the Wildcats come up the floor. Pietmeyer running that offense. 3-point attempt, and that is good by Maggie Sider, and very quickly the Wildcats are off to a 5-point lead here in the first minute of action. LaDeja Carter, and we are having it looks like Mount Healthy has already called a timeout. So Greg Moore doesn't like what he sees here in the first minute of action. He calls his first timeout. So going back with Allie Robinson, she's only a junior. Her first 2 years, She had a phenomenal 2 years, her freshman and sophomore years, scoring 944 points, 425 rebounds. She reached the 1,000-point mark in the Wyoming game. That was the game she got hurt. She got the first basket, got the 1,000-point, and was hurt. So she sat out a game, and then we said she had a tough game with Monroe. But she is playing tonight. And the ball is kicked out of bounds. It goes over the Harrison right now. And Mount Healthy already a substitute in. Natalie Yelling, she's the one that she did not start tonight. She's had an ankle injury. She's in the game now for Mount Healthy. So we'll see how she does. And that's a block. Yelling right in there, right off the bat with the block on Abby Smith. Harrison will have the ball underneath her basket. See this block coming up. You see it right there. Harrison misses. Yelling with the rebound and knocked out of bounds by Wyoming. So Natalie Yelling, looks like that ankle's okay right now. This will be big for Mount Healthy to have Yelling in there, and the ball is lost by Carter on the inbounds. Harrison, though, comes back down. They missed the layup. Battle underneath here. Still no call yet. And Mount Healthy comes out. Yelling up the floor. Yelling trying to go coast to coast. Off the side of the backboard. Pete Meyer now brings the ball back up to forward for the Wildcats. There's a three-point attempt, in and out. That's by Allie Robinson with that sore wrist. She's got that her brace on that wrist. Does not have a whole lot of movement in that arm. There's Moore. Moore is a freshman. Baseline drive by Yelling gets the Wow's first basket. Yelling, as you said, comes in second in scoring for Mount Healthy, fifth in the league at 10.2 a game. There's the Mount Healthy bucket again. Yelling, nice little drive right now. Meanwhile, Allie Robertson was fouled. And she makes that basket. The foul was on number 4. That's the freshman Moore. Second one is good. She come in 55% from the foul line. And talking to Coach Knapp before the game tonight, he said, wanted her to slow up a little bit. She was hurrying too much. Oh, that's a nice move by Hunter. She gets the basket. Wants her to slow up a little bit at the foul line. And it worked out. She got them both on that one. And we have a travel on Harrison, so Mount Healthy gets the ball back. There's Hunter's bucket coming up again. Nice little twist in the lane there. Hunter's only a sophomore. Hunter, interesting pass to Yelling. Yelling looks out to Bracy. And that is Hunter again, a little hook shot in the lane. She's making her presence there in the paint. 4 straight points now, 1-point game. Oh, nice feed down from Robertson, but basket was missed. It's Hunter again in the paint. Little hook, in it goes. Nice job by Zira Hunter. Carter bringing the ball over the timeline. Carter now takes a shot, 8-footer, no good. She gets her own rebound and throws it. Oh, nice save by Bracy, but nope. Harrison gets the ball back. She saved that from going over the timeline, but there's another three-point attempt. That one's off the backboard, but an offensive rebound, but taken away, and now taken right back. Again, that was Smith. And Smith gets the ball taken away by Yelling. Yelling trying to go coast to coast. And we have a foul coming up. It was a late whistle. And Harrison's now going to call a timeout. The foul was on Pietmeyer. That is her first. That's a team's first. That's going to be a shooting foul when they come back. 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. We would have expected this to be a close game, and it has been so far. Harris got the first 5 points, but since that time, Mount Healthy has outscored them 6-1. Six to 2. Now Healthy's coming off of a tough loss against Middletown, 43-39. That's the game that Carter scored 31 of the 39 points. In the paint and thrown away. That was Hunter again. This time they were a little more on defense with Hunter. Smith bringing the ball over the timeline. Robertson looking inside, knocked away by Carter. Pietmeyer triggering in now for the Wildcats. Harrison content to throwing the ball around. Now they're looking into Robertson. She got the basket. Robertson has 6 points now. 3-point lead now for the Wildcats. Under 2:35 to go here in the first quarter, and that's a little baseline drive by Carter. LaDeja Carter gets her first basket. Back to a 1-point lead now. Smith. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Yelling. There's a nice little baseline by Carter. Gets her first. Harrison with the ball now. Back to live action. Yelling with the steal. Trying to go coast to coast. She gets it. Natalie Yelling, she now has 4 points. Well, I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with that ankle right now. She has been doing great on offense and defense. Kiefer with the drive, dishes it off to Robertson now. She's being guarded closely by Yelling. And there's a tie-up underneath there, though. Pietmeyer keeps the ball. Gives it to Setter. Back to Pietmeyer now. She gets it out to, Abby Smith. Abby Smith with the basket. Abby coming off her best game of the season against Monroe. She's had double figures now in 3 straight games. She's only a sophomore. And Hunter underneath the basket gets her own rebound, scrambling underneath it. And back out now, Yelling with the ball. Over to Carter. So the Owls set it back up again here, only down by 1. We got 40 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Long three-pointer, in and out. Rebound by the Wildcats. .25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Little drive by Smith. Abby Smith now has 2 straight baskets. 3-point lead again. 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Carter with the ball. Yelling. 6 seconds. They're looking inside. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. 1.9 seconds to go. Yelling is out right now. Moore's back in for this last 1.9 seconds. Intercepted. Hunter with the interception there, but we go to the quarter number 1. It's over with. 13 to 10 in favor of the Wildcats. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
All right, back here at the Owls' Nest. See the Harrison bench right there. They are up by 3 points now in this contest, this SWAC contest between these two schools. Glad you would join us here tonight. Understand we're live tonight. So that's, I didn't get my makeup on or anything, but we're good. We're good. We're good to go here tonight. So we got ourselves a good one. Allie Robinson leads the way right now with 6 points. Abby Smith has 4 points. Maggie Sider had a 3-pointer there early on in the game. Deja Carter has 2 points. Yelling has 4 off the bench, and Hunter has 4 points. That's our scoring so far. Each team has 1 foul. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Smith. In the game now is Izzy Heimkreider. She's number 2. Izzy's a senior. Drive in the paint, and it is blocked. Hunter with the block. Back the other direction comes Carter. LaDeja Carter got her 4th point. 1-point ball game. And another steal. Carter off the backboard. And the Owls have their first lead of the night here at 14-13. So 4 quick points by LaDeja Carter. She's up to 6 now. Smith drives the lane. She is fouled, and I think the foul will be on Carter. Yeah, it was one of the fast break shots there, and here comes Carter back down the floor. A little hesitation there. Nice little basket right there. Hunter had the foul, by the way. It's her first. Abby Smith at the line, 46% foul shooter. She has her first one. Got the second one. She now has 6 points. And we have officials timeout here. Talking to Kaylee Moore. Carter bringing the ball over the timeline. Harrison back on top by a point. Baseline drive. Shot is blocked by Robertson, though. Heimkreider back to Pietmeyer. Pietmeyer driving a paint, and that is partially blocked. Looked like Hunter with the block on that one. And I think they call a turnover on Mount Healthy. So you see number 34, Hannah Shannon, coming in for the Owls. Shannon is a sophomore. And so 22, it looks like back in. Bracey's back in the ball game. Stolen by Carter. Carter, little hesitation drive, and she is fouled. Looks like that one's going to go on Abby Smith. It's her first. I like the way Carter changes speeds on her drives. You're going to get the defense on edge there when you change the speeds like that. It puts Carter at the line now. She is a 40% foul shooter. And what do we have here? We have a timeout. All right, they had a problem with the scoreboard. My scoreboard is right in front of me, and it's fine. Okay, each team has a foul. Carter got that one. She now has 7. And this is the second one. Offensive rebound, but it's back to Harrison. Sider back in the ball game. Maggie Sider with the Wildcats. Carter almost stole the ball there. Looking into Robertson. Robertson's double team. Offensive rebound. Pietmeyer. Smith tried a three-pointer. Now three-pointer taken by Robertson off the rim. Another offensive rebound, and we have a possession. Possession's going to stay with Harrison. Pietmeyer triggers it way out to Heimkreider. Three-point attempt by Sider, no good. And we're under 5 minutes now here to go in the first half. Tie ball game at 15-all. There's a shot, and long shot, no good by Hunter. And I think Harrison saying take it out of bounds, or Harrison was out of bounds with it. Yelling's back in the ball game, along with Moore from Mount Healthy. Well, Harrison will have the ball. Pietmeyer bringing it over the timeline. She's met there by Hunter. Robertson in the paint, got it. She now has 8. So she's a point away from her last game with only 9 points. So obviously doing better in this game tonight. 2-point lead now. Carter with the ball. Carter being guarded by Pete Meyer. Oh, nice dish inside. Hunter didn't take the shot. Yelling's got the ball now. Carter thought about a three-pointer. There's a three-point attempt. That's taken by Moore, and it's no good. Mount Healthy held on to the ball for about 45 seconds on that possession. Time clicking down here, almost to 3 minutes to go here in the first half, and we got a tie ball game. And that is broken up inside. That's Hunter again. And Hunter tries the little turnaround, doesn't go. Pete Meyer back the other direction. She's going for the layup and is fouled by Yelling. That'll be Yelling's first foul. And we'll see the foul coming up here. Pete Meyer, Yelling. Making Pete Meyer earn him at the foul line, and she gets the first one. Meyer is a 50% foul shooter. That's her first point. Maya Marie Bracey's back in the ball game, the junior. Bracey third in the league in blocks. Short. And rebound is taken by the Owls. Yelling to Carter. Carter's going to take a long three-pointer off the rim, and it went back behind the backboard. It would be Harrison ball. There's a baseline drive, and that's in and out by Robertson. Yelling with the ball, approaching the 2 minutes. Moore drives, she dishes it off. Shot is no good by Hunter. And that's Azira. Hunter, there's two Hunter girls out there. They're sisters. One senior, one sophomore. Robertson with the basket. And she has now reached double figures. Down to a minute 20 to go here. Carter. Oh, that was almost taken away. Dangerous pass. Carter, three-pointer from the baseline, misses everything. Abby Smith, though, gets the rebound. Pete Meyer up the floor. And there's a tie-up, and tie-up's going to go to Mount Healthy. .2 seconds ago. Carter bringing it slowly over the timeline. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Carter into Hunter. And yeah, a 3-second violation in there. 30 seconds to go. Harrison's ball. Harrison's got a 5-point lead. I believe that is the biggest lead any team's had. They had a 5-0 lead at the beginning of the game. Into Robertson. Robertson kicks it back out. Sider with the three-pointer. She's got 2 of them tonight, and that gives the Wildcats an 8-point lead. 4 seconds to go. Carter, long three-pointer off the rim. We go to halftime with the Wildcats up 23-15 over the Owls. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. Don't go away.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11 to nothing in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11 to nothing in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Bill Brett's back here at the Owl's Nest, where you just saw LaDasia Carter make one of her baskets. She scored 7 in the first half. 5 of them all. She scored all 5 of her team's points in the second quarter. That young lady right there, though, Allie Robertson, leads all scorers with 10 points right now. As the Wildcats are up by 8 points right now. Sider has 2 3-pointers for the Wildcats. She has 6 points. Abby Smith has 6 points. As we said, Robertson has 10, and Pietmeyer has the other point. As far as the Mount Healthy Owls go, Yelling has 4 points, and it's off the bench there. We said Carter has 7, and Messiah Hunter has 4 points, and she's been doing a good job on defense too. So it's an 8-point lead right now for the Wildcats. You know, we talked about we've talked had Harrison over the last few years, and Troy Connet's been there 8 years now. He came into a program that was 0-23, and has done a remarkable job of coming back. The first few years were a little on the tough side, but his last 2 years, last 3 years, they've had 16, 18, and 18 wins, and they're 5-0 this year. And his win the other night at Monroe put him over the 500 mark now for the first time in his career at Harrison at 84 and 83. But just a remarkable turnaround for them over the years here. And I guess I have some stats here. I'll try to find those a little bit later on, what they have done over the years. But Harrison with the ball and the lead. Looks like they're back to their starting 5 right now. And ball is lost out of bounds. Yes, it was lost out of bounds by Pietmeyer. So the Owls have the ball as Maya Marie Bracey triggers it into LaDeja Carter. Carter coming off that 31-point game, has 7 tonight. In case you haven't figured out, the Hunter girls are sisters. Carter playing right in front of us right now. She's being guarded by Pietmeyer. Hunter with the give to Carter, no good. Shot underneath is no good by Masira Hunter, and coming back the other direction comes, I think it was Abby Smith. Yeah, it was Abby Smith. Abby has 8. She has approaching her 4th straight game with double figures, and we have a timeout called by Mount Healthy. Greg Morris called a timeout. That's his 2nd one he's had. Anyway, Troy Connett, here's the breakdown right now. His first 4 years in coaching, he was 27 and 65. His last 4 years, counting this season, 57 and 18. So that is quite a turnaround for the Harrison Wildcats team. So, of course, they had a couple years ago, and I remember covering her for a few games here as Chrissy Kowalski got the school record in points. She has the school record, I think it's 1,355. But if you look right now, and just beginning of her junior year, Robertson now has eclipsed the 1,000-point mark. She is well on her way of just crushing that all-time school record. And if she gets healthy and stays healthy, there's a good possibility she might get it her junior year. As he said, she passed the 1,000-point mark in the Wyoming game. Smith is at the line right now. Takes her time, got it. Well, the coach wants them to take a little more time at the foul shooting, and they've done it. Smith 3 for 3 tonight. She's 9 points in the game. There's a 2-pointer taken from the sideline and out of bounds. It was last touched by Harrison. So the Owls are going to get the ball as Yelling is back in the ball game as the freshman Moore takes a seat on the bench. Yelling's going to take a 3-pointer. She got it, drained it. Yelling now has 7 points, and Harrison's going to call a timeout. So both teams, You know, they did this in the first quarter. Both teams called quick timeouts almost within a minute or so of each other. They've done it now in the third quarter here with 6:48 to go. Harrison is up by 8 points. Now let's take a look at that three-pointer by Yelling. That's her 7th point of the game. Nothing but net. Yelling 7 points off the bench. As said, she came in with the ankle injury. She got the ankle injury in the last game, but seems to be doing all right now. Harrison triggering in. Smith. Sider, and oh, that was almost taken away by Carter. Smith, though, brings it over the timeline. Being guarded very closely by Bracy. Bracy takes the ball away, and then this happens so often. She was fouled by Smith. Smith picks up her second foul. Not very many fouls in this game tonight. Going had about 3 or 4 the first half. It's only the second foul on her, first for Harrison. In the paint, short. Rebound taken back out by Hunter again, and this one is taken away. Kiefer with the takeaway for Harrison. And Pietmeyer was double teamed, and she traveled. Trying to plead her case with the officials, not working out. She might try to plead her case with the coach. Yelling. Yelling gives it to Carter. In the paint, Carter, no good. Offensive rebound, though, taken by the Owls. Carter again now, three-pointer from this side, no good. Another offensive rebound by the Yelling now, three-pointer this direction off the rim. This time, Smith with the rebound. Back the other direction now comes the Wildcats. Underneath, Smith for Robertson. And she's got her 12th point. And she is fouled. Foul is on number 12. That was Zira Hunter. That's her second foul. Robertson back on the line. She's made 3 of them tonight. She now has 13 points. I'm sure the Harrison faithful are feeling a little bit better now because she's looking a lot better than she did in the game at Monroe. Playing with that brace on her right wrist. Tough defense by the Owls, and in and out. Sierra Hunter is fouled. Maggie Sider with the foul. Hunter rolls it off. She's 38% foul shooter, misses that one. Off the rim again, Smith with the rebound. Pietmeyer bringing it over the timeline for the Wildcats. They have an 11-point lead. Oh, that one's thrown away. Unhealthy picks it up. There's Yelling. Yelling. Looks into Hunter, and she gets her first basket. Sierra Hunter with her first basket. Now a takeaway by Carter. Ball was tipped out of bounds, so Carter's going to inbound it right in front of us. Saya Hunter loses ball but gets it back. Carter now. Carter looks in. That's blocked by Robertson gets the ball. And reach-in foul on Carter. That'll be her first. Take a look at this block again. Robertson, yeah, she just bats it away. Bracy. Pietmeyer. And that is telegraphed and intercepted by Hunter. Hunter's going to go coast to coast off the rim. Real battle underneath there. Give is yelling. Back to Hunter. Hunter travels. 3:48 to go here. 9-point lead for the Wildcats. I'm seeing Coach Moore directly across from us. Not a happy camper right now. Abby Smith trying to go coast to coast, and ball is knocked out of bounds. No foul on it. Harrison's ball underneath their basket. Kiefer. Robertson thinks about a three-pointer. Thinks again. Now she drives in the paint and rolls around, but she is fouled. And you say the foul is on number 22. That is Bracy. That's her first. It's team's second. Put Robertson back at the foul line. Kind of gets quiet in this gym at times. Now it's going to get noisy as Robertson, looks like she pushed that up there. Not a very good attempt. She gets her second attempt now. That's her first one she's missed, though. Gets that one. So she's 4 for 5 tonight from the line. She has 14 points. 10-point lead. 11's been the most. Carter. There's a tie-up underneath there. Let's see what they're going to call a foul or a tie-up. That looks like they're going to call a foul. Foul is on Pietmeyer. It's her first. Team's third. Carter, no good. Offensive rebound, but now taken back by the Wildcats. Pietmeyer coming over for, she's double teamed, gets it off to Smith. Back to Pietmeyer. Bracy playing tough defense on Pietmeyer. And that shot was hurried up, taken, but I think Mount Healthy had it out of bounds. Triggering in now to Kiefer. Pietmeyer back to Robertson. Back to Pietmeyer. Now Smith, she drives the paint, dishes it off, and shot was no good by Robertson. She gets her own rebound, but finally taken away by Moore back in the game. Carter, 10-footer, got it. Carter has 9. And we have an officials timeout. As we have Hannah Shannon coming back in the ball game for the first time, or again. Three-pointer, Robertson, no good. Kiefer with the rebound. Yelling now going to drive paint and is knocked out of bounds by Carter. But there's a foul coming up. The foul is on Bracy. That's her second. That's the team's third. Actually, they're showing 5 fouls. Bracy, that's her third foul. Pietmeyer misses the first foul shot. She was 1 for 2, now 1 for 3 for the night. Got the second one. She has 2 points. 9-point lead. Yeah, looking at the stats on this team, the only 2 players on this Mount Healthy team who's made a three-pointer this year have been Yelling and Carter. Nobody else has made a three-pointer on the team. Yelling's got 1 tonight. And she's going to trigger the ball inbounds for the Owls. Carter. .115 to go here in the third quarter. Carter's in no hurry. Get the offense rolling now. They're going. Oh, nice feed underneath. Bracy is fouled. And the foul is on number 23. That's Pietmeyer. That's her second. We'll look at the foul again. Nice drive, and Pietmeyer is fouled, and that puts Bracy at the line for the first time tonight. Misses. Short. Bracy, a 38% foul shooter coming in. Throws the ball a few times now. Takes her time and gets that one. That's her first point. Smith, into Sider. She is fouled underneath. So we had a relatively foul-free first half, and now we have several of them coming up here, and that's the 6th foul on Mount Healthy, and that's the 4th one on Bracy. Sider now. Misses her first foul shot. Bracy coming out. Moore's coming back in. Messiah Hunter is coming back in. Second shot now by Sider. It's good. Sider has 7. Under a minute to go now in the third quarter. Moore gets a 5-footer there. That's her first basket for the freshman. Brings it within 7 now. And we're going to have a push-off coming on Moore. Now will be the 7th foul now. It's Moore's second foul. So that puts the Wildcats in a 1-on-1 situation. Although they called that a 2-shot foul. Sider missed the first one. Like she did the last time, she misses the first, gets the second. She has 8 points. Back to an 8-point lead. 25 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Yelling. They called the foul on Abby Smith, and that should be her 3rd foul. That puts Yelling at the line. Oh, so, well, they said she was in active shooting, I guess. Natalie Yelling, nevertheless, makes the shot. That's her 8th points. Makes them both. Yelling now has 9 points, 5 in this quarter. Harrison, baseline drive, kicks it back out. Mount Healthy with the steal. That's Yelling. Coming back to the other direction to Carter. Carter drives the paint up, no good. Buzzer sounds. We go to quarter number 4 with the Mount Healthy Harrison Wildcats up by 6 points. Well, let's run down our thank yous here. First off, I want at the top of the list here, I want to thank Will Matthews. Great job out there, Will. Came out here, get everything all set up for us. Good job. Also, we got our 2 camera people here tonight, Trey Cupo and Sam Greco. Guys doing a great job on the camera work tonight. And Will's all by himself there in that in the truck there. He's doing the replays and everything else, doing a great job out there in the truck. And you know what? If you want to volunteer and come out here to these games, enjoy what's going on here. We always like volunteers at ICRC-TV, so please get in touch with ICRC-TV, and we'll put you down for volunteers. We also like to thank Terrell Davis, Mount Healthy Athletic Director, for welcoming us here tonight. Always a gracious host for us. Angie Cross, also with the athletic department, helped us out with some stats here with the rosters. And Coach Connett, Coach Moore, talked to both of those coaches before the game. Both class coaches really enjoy talking to those 2 guys. It's interesting because one of the conversations we have is this league, as we said, is down to 4 teams. I kind of asked them what they thought about the fact that you got a 4-team lead. Is it going to last for a while? I think both coaches just think it's not the best situation in the world. You're not quite sure what they're going to do. They're going to have to deal with it for now, I think. You don't have that many 4-team leagues. It's tough to do. Moore doesn't get it, and offensive rebound now finally taken away by the Wildcats. It's Alyssa Russ. She's in the game now. She's a senior, number 11. That tip back out underneath. And that's Robertson for her 16th point. Getting close to her average of 19 points. She had 32, I think, at the first game of the season. And she's had that twice in her career. Yelling, that ball rolled off the rim with Robertson with the rebound. Robertson now back up the floor. Another 3-pointer by Setter. That's no good, but now coming back up the floor here is Deasia Carter. Yelling. Moore looking around. Gives it off to Hunter. Hunter the Yelling. Yelling's going to give it to Carter now. Carter, 5-footer, got it. Carter's in double figures. with 11 points. A little off of her average of 17. Roberts, and that's stolen by Hunter. Hunter tried to make a fantastic save and went down on the floor right in front of us. She's back up again though and back out on the floor. She really came down hard, but Carter, three-pointer is good. She now has 14 points. And all of a sudden we got ourselves a three-point ball game. Not too surprising. Take a look at his three-pointer again by Carter. It is, he just gets a little bit set right there, right outside of the three-point line. And the foul was on, we didn't catch who the foul was on. But Smith's at the line. She misses the first foul shot. Zaya Hunter picked up the foul, that's her first. And for the fourth straight game, Smith is in double figures with 10. Her season high was 11. Carter way outside now. She comes in. Gonna take another three-pointer off the rim. Hunter with the rebound. Back out to Yelling, back out to Carter again. Yelling, I think, thought about the three-pointer there, but Smith collapsed on her really quickly, and Abby Smith just picked up her fourth foul. It's not a shooting foul. That's a sixth foul, I believe. Yes, it is a sixth foul on the Wildcats. So Mount Healthy will be shooting the rest of the night. Yelling, partially blocked. Yelling gets the ball back, though, or Deja Carter, I'm sorry. Carter. Carter over the Yelling now. Carter being guarded by Pietmeyer. Trying to go off of a screen set by Moore, but doesn't take it. Moore, it's going to be two if it goes. Doesn't. Pietmeyer with the rebound. 3:54 to go now, 4-point lead. He said 6 out of the last 8 times these two teams met, 4 points or less have been the difference in the final score. And we're at 4 points right now. The Wildcats have won 2 in a row. Mount Healthy had 5 in a row before that, and then Harrison won a 3 before that. So that's when we came in. Last 10 games, 5 each. So it seems like these teams go on streaks with each other. Pietmeyer along this cross court decider. And she travels. Moore back in the ball game. Sierra Hunter takes a seat on the bench. I believe Carter's been on the floor the whole game. Moore, a good Hunter tries to go up. Hunter goes up again and gets it. Sierra Hunter gets a basket, draws within 2 now. Approaching the 3-minute mark in this game. Pietmeyer trying to look into Robertson, but is knocked out of bounds by the Owls. That's yelling. Nazira Hunter comes back in for defensive purposes now. Pietmeyer triggers it in to Sider. Smith into the paint, kicks it back out. Looks like a little reach-in foul, and they're going to call it on Nazira Hunter. That's her second. Yeah, shows her second foul. There is a three-point attempt taken by Robertson, no good. Carter back the other direction. Into the paint, got it. Carter had 7 points in the first half. She's now up to 9 in this half, 16 in the total in the game. Tie at 36, and the basket is good by Robertson. Robertson with her 18th point. Both Carter and Robertson are close to their averages now. 2-point lead, we're approaching the 2-minute mark. Carter, three-pointer, off the rim. Knocked out of bounds and last touch by Harrison. So now the Owls triggering in underneath their basket. Carter. Shot taken off the rim. And out of bounds, it's going to go to Harrison. So 1:44 to go. Both teams have 3 timeouts left. Possession goes, arrow is pointing to Harrison right now. And Yelling knocks the ball out of bounds. Sierra Hunter back in, and once again for defensive purposes for the Owls. Baseline, out to Robertson. Robertson, 10-footer, rolls off the rim. And we got a foul coming up on Harrison. And the foul, it looks like it's on Abby Smith, and that is her 5th foul. She is fouled out of the ball game with 10 points. Izzy Heimkreiner is coming back in the ball game for Harrison, the senior, but Moore, after getting 10 points, has fouled out of the game. Hunter, baseline, and throws the ball out of bounds. 1:10 to go. Wildcats up by 2 with the ball. And Harrison's going to call a timeout. That's their 3rd timeout, so they got 2 left. I'm looking up here at the foul situation right now, and I believe both teams are going to be in a 1-on-1 now the rest of the game here. 1:10 to go. Harrison is up 38-36 over Mount Healthy. Another close one between these 2 SWAT teams. Looking ahead for Mount Healthy. Mount Healthy will be at Goshen next Monday. Then they'll be home with Batavia on Wednesday. And then at Ross on Saturday. Of course, that Ross game is a non-league game now. It used to be a league game. Mount Healthy, Harrison right now, they'll be at South Dearborn on next Tuesday. Then Western Brown at home, then at Milford, at Taylor, and at Little Miami for the rest of the month. So they're going to be in a row for 3 games of their next 5. Almost broken up by Carter. Pietmeyer over the timeline now. Less than a minute to go in the game. Stolen by Yelling. Yelling up to Carter. Carter underneath the basket. Will not go. Battle underneath. Robertson's got the ball. Triple team and taken away. Carter into the paint. And that is Pietmeyer. Got her. Pietmeyer, that's her 3rd foul. And that's going to put Deasia Carter at the line. She's 1 for 2 tonight. If she gets them both, we'll have a tie score. Let's see what happens. Taking her time. Rolls it in. Jays has got her average right now at 17. Trying to tie the game. He does. 18 points for Deasia Carter. We got a tie ball game at 39.4 seconds. Robertson being closely guarded by Hunter. Knocked the ball out of bounds. Did they get it in? Yes, they did. Yelling with the ball, 25 seconds to go. And Greg Moore wants a timeout, and I don't think Troy Gannett liked that last call. So each team's going to have 2 timeouts left. We got 21.6 seconds to go. Mount Healthy has the ball and a tie ball game. As we said before, we've got a good one here tonight. We've had these 2 teams that just played it tough over the last 3 or 4 years. Last year, Harrison won both games last year against these 2 teams, and won by 1 point, won by 3 points. And Mount Healthy won the previous 5, no more than 8 points in those previous 5 games. The only game in the last 10 they've had, Harrison had a blowout of 22 points about 5 years ago. Other than that, under 10 points each game. Right now, it is tied. Possession arrow is in Harrison's favorite right now. Gracie going to be triggering in. She gets in into Carter. Carter now being guarded by Pietmeyer. Deasia Carter, the senior. Knocked the ball out of bounds. 10.6 seconds to go. Yelling into Moore, into Carter. Carter, baseline. Running out of time. Yelling with the basket, and she is fouled with 1.7 seconds to go. Izzy Heimkreider got her on the arm. That's going to put Yelling at the line with 1.7 seconds to go. Natalie Yelling did not start tonight because of the ankle. Did come in after about a minute or so. Has done very well tonight. She got that one. Trying to get to double figures. Very calmly putting the ball in and got them both. Harrison has called a timeout with 1.7 seconds to go to try to set up one last shot to see if they can win the game, but Natalie Yelling wasn't quite sure when talking to Coach Moore tonight. They were kind of still questionable whether she was even going to play tonight. The ankle injury. She did not start. She came in. She came in and immediately made an impact in the game, both on defense and offense. She has 11 points now. Those last two were the most important ones. So Harrison has one play here to go. They got 1.7 seconds to go. So you know Pietmeyer's going to have to heave the ball down the floor, and they're going to have to take it. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh. No, nothing here. Harrison called another timeout. Troy Gannett's going to call his final timeout. So he's called another timeout. He's out of timeouts. Coach Moore has 2 timeouts left. On Yelling's foul shots, they Owls are up by 2 points right now. Troy Gannett's got one last shot here to take. My guess is they're going to try to get it out to Robertson if they can. Robertson kind of in the middle of the floor, right around the timeline. Pietmeyer's the one who's going to trigger it in. She's looking at Robertson. She lobs it up there. Intercepted. And the Owls beat the Wildcats 40-38. Harrison drops their first game of the season. They go 5-1 overall, 1-1 in the league. Mount Healthy evens their record at 4-4 and evens their record in the league at 1-1. Well, we said at the beginning of the game tonight, this had the potential to be a good one. Harrison did have an 11-point lead at one point in time, but Mount Healthy fought back, and the Owls win. Thank you very much for joining us here at ICRC-TV for sports. I don't have any other games between now and the end of the year, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, everyone. Our final tonight, the Mount Healthy Owls 40, the Harrison Wildcats 38. For the entire ICRC crew here tonight, this is Bill Brett saying goodbye.